Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This crowd is really ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Magic. Last time they met was in Toronto, where they beat the Raptors.
And you know what was most impressive? They wasted very few possessions in that game. They ran their offense close to perfection.
That's what we call a mute button game in front of a hostile crowd. They never let the fans get into it. Had them on their hands the whole time.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Lowry and DeRozan, there's the backcourt. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Chandler in at the small forward.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layups. Earn it from the line.
He's perfect from the line this time. And Orlando has possession. Fresh from a win against Portland.
I thought the way they attacked the rim and got into the paint was phenomenal. It seemed like after a while, the defense just kind of waved the white flag.
That's exactly what will happen when a team continues to attack the goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
And so here's Orlando. Following the three-point attempt by DeRozan. Here's Money, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
Here's DeRozan, the Magic getting the bucket. Valanciunas passes to Chandler. Just 5 on the clock. DeRozan's shot is good.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Dwayne Casey. He's looking to even the score in this season series with a win of their own. He told me they can certainly play better than they did the last time, and said with their defense and shot blocking, they're planning to make matters difficult at that end of the floor. Kevin, let's see if they can lock them up.
Thanks for the report, Doris. Steve, Clark, your thoughts on their defensive focus here?
Well, it's the right strategy, Kevin, because you have to play to your strengths as a team. You can't get away from who you are.
And that's right, Steve. Their strength is certainly what they do defensively. They can rattle folks.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Orlando shooting their first foul shot of the night. Low. Toronto, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Another miss by DeRozan.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Launches a 3. And Oladipo pulls it down.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Low, the pass to Harkless. Here's Money. Ball's knocked loose. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Last game for the Raptors, they picked up the W against the Thunder.
And they drew so many fouls in that game, guys. That was one area that really stood out when you watched it.
Yeah, guys, to me, that was just a case of lack of discipline on the other side. I can't say any more than that on it.
Oladipo, the pass to Money. The 11-footer, and he gets it to go. Money's got 7 points in the game.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now, here is Lowry. He had 22 points in the win against Oklahoma City.
Did a great job picking the defense apart, too. It wasn't just his scoring. Give him credit for his passing in that game, too.
And that one's good. And that's now 7 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Money passes to Oladipo. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Now here is Lowry. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. The tray, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Orlando leading. Here's Money. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
I'll tell you what, that is going to be an alley-oop we'll see on the highlight reel the next few days.
The shot by Chandler, wide open. That falls. Nice speed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Here's the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been fantastic from three-point land in the last 10. Number 1, the Magic.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing that has led to wide-open, long-range shots. That's why we see the great numbers from the three-point line.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Toronto.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And they're sharing the ball, too, which I love. They're piling up the assist. We're seeing great offensive movement. Boy, this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt. On both sides, high-octane offense.
It's hauled in by the Magic.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Chandler. And here's Lowry. 6 points for him. And Valanciunas kicks to DeRozan. Valanciunas dishes to DeRozan. It's hauled in by Gordon. Orlando's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Pass to Money. He kicks to Oladipo. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Great-looking bounce pass to set up that play.
A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately shake out this year. But right now, let's check out where it stands. You look at Orlando. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And checking out Toronto, just way behind.
When you look at Toronto, they've done what they've needed to do up to this point in the season. I think they've got to be happy and comfortable with where they are.
And I'm sure they are. I mean, they don't have the target on their back that some of the top teams have, but this is a very solid club.
And again, it's Orlando converting.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
And now look at Victor Oladipo here. His last month of basketball has been really solid. He's averaging about 14 points a game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, I think, guys, when you look overall at his contribution.
Yeah, and he's always looking to raise his game, and that's what you see in his consistency. One of the important characteristics that he brings to the table.
Just putting on a passing display out there.
Well, just add another fantastic assist to the highlight reel for this guy.
Now Lowry, he's got 8. Out to DeRozan. There's the 3. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Tobias Harris is checked in for Gordon. And Toronto also making a switch. Vasquez, he's checked in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Orlando's ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Money, a three-pointer off the mark. Raptors trail by 6, and it's Lowry penetrating. It's stolen by Oladipo. Fast break. Here come the Magic. It's deflected. Harkless the pass to Money. To the paint. Here's Harris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harris has got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And Toronto has possession. The Magic getting the bucket. Johnson the screen, and DeRozan kicks to Lowry. And again, Toronto no up, and it's Orlando's ball. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. Here's Oladipo, cashes in for a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point Magic lead.
These teams don't look like they belong on the same court today.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous to have a double-digit lead this early.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Rejected by Harris. Throws it up high. Vasquez with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Oklahoma City. So for the Magic, Evan Fournier comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Fredette in for Victor Oladipo. The Raptors also with a sub. Watson's checked in. Here is Watson. Into Johnson. Lays it up and banks it in. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 14-4 run. Pass to Fry. Fast break Toronto. DeRozan leading the charge. That's good from Vasquez on the assist from DeRozan. DeRozan's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Money. He's covered by Watson. Money passes to Harris. Sinks that one from the post. Harris has got his second basket.
And yeah, they're moving the ball now. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assisted buckets.
Steve, nothing makes a coach smile as much as pure, selfless teamwork.
Now here's Johnson. He had 10 points in the win against Oklahoma City. It's DeRozan with the drive. For 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Boy, he has been struggling mightily in this quarter, guys.
True. He really seems to have tightened up a bit for whatever reason. He looks tight.
No good from Money.
That's a bad shot. He's not a good three-point shooter anyway, and that was just too deep.
I'm with you on that, Steve. Which one of us should break it to him? Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
Well, that's why they're on this run, guys. They're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Now here's Johnson, averaging 8 points a game. And there's the feed to Watson. And again, no good by Toronto.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Here's Money. Moves off the pick and hammers it home. And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
Here's Chandler, following the bucket by Orlando. It's DeRozan with the drive. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
Raptors trail by 12. Down low, Vasquez dishes to DeRozan. Here's Money. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Stick out the game for Money. He's already got 14 points, and the assist numbers, tremendous.
His court vision, Clark, has been phenomenal. I mean, he could not be passing the ball any better than he is right now.
Jason Terry is checked in for Toronto. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Raptors shooting to start this game off about 41% from the floor. Here's Vasquez. That one rolling around and rims out. Magic leading by 13. Here's Fredette. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Fredette's got his first 2 points of the night. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Johnson the screen. Watson kicks to Johnson. Johnson draws the double. They swipe it. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And Fry slams it in.
They built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
Here's Terry. To stop the run. That's good. Terry's got his first points of the game.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Magic lead by 15. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center.
Tune in Friday, January 29th. Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder take on Victor Oladipo and the Orlando Magic. The East against the West. Hoops. Action.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, I like the fact that
The floor for Orlando. A new group in now for the Raptors. Patterson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Chandler comes in for Jason Terry. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Vasquez. And it's Kyle Lowry in for C.J. Watson. Oladipo and Harkless at the 2 and the 3. And there's Money. And there's Gordon. And it's Lowe in at the center, filling out the middle. That's who's out there for Orlando. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Trailblazers was simply terrific. He ended with 47 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance, Clark.
it clearly was one of those games that when we look back on his career, this game will be right there among the best ever that he's played.
Well, he was in the zone from the outset. It was just one of those games where he was feeling it. Everything was going his way, and he attacked, and that's what I like. Once he knew it was his night, he just attacked relentlessly.
Now here is Lowry. 8 points for him. He dishes it to DeRozan. Chandler with a screen for DeRozan. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. DeRozan's got 12 points in the game.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Kyle Lowry. 7th in steals, 9th in assists. He's been from behind the arc, guys. He's in the top 20 in the NBA in three-point field goal percentage.
And, Steve, I think we should take a look back at his top 10 steals ranking that you mentioned a bit ago. I mean, that's impressive. This guy gets it done. Jumps the passing lanes when appropriate, but he also can pick the pocket of the ball handler, too.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And good on the basket. Book it. 10 points for him.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Here's Money. Here's Gordon. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And the Magic lead by 18.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
Looking at the game for DeRozan, he has 12 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
Well, he's going to have to continue to play this way, Clark, because this offense thrives on his passing ability, and they've got it going right now.
He shot 3 of 5 from the line.
Not sure what's affecting him, but his touch at the stripe just has been off in the first half.
Well, it's not something you expect to see from him. But he's got time in this game to find that stroke.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Money passes to Lowe. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Johnson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. DeRozan in the corner. No luck. And Orlando the other way now.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. I mean, he put it on an absolute platter for him.
Lowry a screen on Oladipo. Knocks it loose. And now Orlando on the break. Goes up. Pushes it down to finish the break.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
The drive by Lowry. And he gets it to go. Lowry's got 12.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
Here's Money. Lowry covering. Here's Money. And blocked. Lowry against Oladipo. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Back to Lowry. The second chance effort. The rebound by Money.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Orlando leading by 18. He feeds it to Oladipo. The dish to Harkless. Cannot hit. Good work defensively by Lowry. The Raptors shooting around 40% from the floor here. Kicks it to Patterson. Feeds to Johnson. Lowry with the ball. Now defended by Money. And that's a foul called on Money. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. And we'll go to the line to shoot two. For Toronto, they have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight. 7 for 10.
You know, Lowry is playing well. He has 15 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
Now, a lot of times, he's one of those players who can get hot and stay hot from the three-point line. So I look for him to continue to search for shots out there.
Money from beyond the arc and then some. Money's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
And Lowry has it in the corner. Here's Patterson. And Oladipo pulls it down. Oladipo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Raptors trail by 20. And DeRozan kicks to Patterson. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. There's 37 seconds left here in the second. Here's Money. Lowry covering. Money passes to Lowe. It's stolen by Johnson. Now here is Lowry. He's guarded closely. And it's good. Lowry's got 17.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Here's Money. That's blocked. Now running. Here comes Lowry pushing the ball up. 4 seconds left. 3 seconds left. And again, it's Toronto converting. Here's Money. The shot is off. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Orlando out in front. They lead by 14. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, a double-double already in the books for you, and we're only at the half. Do you see them trying to throw different looks at you to slow you down?
Well, I mean, I guess it's a question for them, really. I'm not going to try and guess what they'll be doing in their locker room because I think that's a pointless exercise. Just going to keep plugging away and just doing my thing, you know?
Thank you for your time. Kevin, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
All right, listen up, guys. Way to come out strong in the first half. Taking care of business. TCB. Number one, I love the teamwork we're seeing out of you guys. We're tearing them to shreds with our passing at the offensive end. Let's keep that going and pile up those assists. But we've shot the ball well, I'll give us that. And it's because we've had great shot selection. We've made really good choices with the ball. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Here's Lowry. And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Chandler in at the 3 slot. Valanciunas dishes to DeRozan. Again, Toronto.
That's been a great day for him, and if you remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
Here's Money, Lowry covering. No good from Money.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that one.
Chandler kicks to DeRozan. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
And while we have a moment, let's check out the breakdown for Kyle Lowry. This is the kind of play they love to see from him when he's just controlling things out there. He's averaging 15 points a game, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he's a threat to go off in any game with the way he can score.
Yeah, you got to have players like him who can occasionally just take over the game with their scoring.
Magic leading by 11. Gordon the pass to Harkless. Here's Money. High post shot. From beyond the arc. Rebound by the Raptors. Patterson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the middle. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Money. Lowry covering. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
And he lays it straight in. Lowry's got 19 points.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
The shot's good for Money. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And DeRozan kicks to Chandler. No good with the triple. Magic leading by 13. Here's Money. He's got 21. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
How did he get that to go?
Even after the whistle, I like the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play.
So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line. And here's Lowry. He's got 19. Passes it to Chandler. Back to Lowry. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Chandler kicks to DeRozan. Dishes to Chandler. Lowry drives in. Shot is blocked. But he gets it back. Shot clock at 2. Lowry can't get that one to fall.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was just going over the plays with his team. He told them he wouldn't accept them settling for outside shots and said we can get to the rim if we attack the basket, and that's what we're going to do. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. Off the pick. No good for money. Raptors trail by 16. The wide open look here for DeRozan. No good off the front iron.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Lowry dishes to Chandler. Outside Lowry. Pulls up. That's good from Chandler on the assist by Lowry. Chandler's got his second bucket of the night. Magic leading by 14. Down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by DeRozan. And Chandler, here we go. The pass to Lowry. Blocked. Chandler with the steal. 3-on-3. Pass to Lowry. Drops it in from 11 feet. Lowry's got 21 in the game.
It's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, this team would be in big trouble.
Here's Money. Buries it from three-point range. And the Magic lead by 15.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Outside Lowry. Here's Chandler. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
An 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Both teams will make substitutions. Here are the Magic now. Here's Money. He's got 27. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Now the Raptors moving it up. Oladipo against Chandler. There's the bucket. Good. Chandler's got his third basket of the night.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
There's the screen. Here's Money. And he elevates for the slam dunk, and there Johnson did not like that one. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
Three-pointer. Vasquez can't get it to go. Orlando leading by 15. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Looky here. How about that one? That play. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him.
He sure did. And how about the touch on the finish, too? That was really nicely done.
He kicks it to Watson. Pass to Vasquez. And it's Chandler top of the key. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. And it's 9 points for Wilson Chandler.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
And he gets it to go. 31 points for Money.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Now Watson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. So it's Orlando now. The lead is 15. In the corner, it's Harris. Here's Money. They get it again. Harris passes to Fry. Here's Fournier. He's guarded by Chandler. Money. Good on the triple. Money's got 34 points.
His work at the offensive end has been phenomenal. Maybe reason number one, they're ahead.
Tipped away. And here comes the break. Jumps up. rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end steals fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
Johnson with a screen on Oladipo. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Magic.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Payton, he's checked in for Orlando. Jason Terry is checked in for Toronto. And he can't hit the second.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. I mean, the score is right where you'd expect it to be. The battle on the boards is that lopsided. And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 16-7 run.
Boy, they've been so sound offensively in the second half. I love the way they're playing.
Yeah, there's really no comparison in the shooting percentages between the teams since the break.
There's the pick. Watson kicks to Valanciunas. Down low and stolen by Frank. And again, Orlando running the court in transition.
And the defense just lets him go there.
And once he hit the open floor, there was no looking back. Straight to the rack.
Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Watson dishes to Vasquez. Out to the wing. Lets it go from deep. And there's Jason Terry on the assist by Watson. And that's now 7 points for Jason Terry.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
The shot's good for money.
Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. You get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And Toronto has possession. Watson the pass to Terry. Toronto working the ball around now. Almost, but it rolls out. Orlando's gotten a three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. The feed to Fournier. Harris passes to Money. Out to Payton. Pass to Money. Another shot. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Well, he's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
And let's take this moment to check out the point guards with the highest shooting percentage from the last 10 games. Well, you look at Money, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
Well, he's been even more accurate with his shooting than he's been with his passing. Just a terrific percentage from the field for him.
And those shots aren't all coming from 10 feet and in. I mean, he's taking legitimate shots. I mean, it might seem like it because of his percentage that he's in close, but he's putting up those numbers from outside.
You know, they've been so effective when they've been able to get the ball inside.
Some real shortcomings from this defense. I mean, they've given up 5 straight looks in the paint.
Here's Watson. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. Watson's got his second basket of the night.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Here's Money. He's covered by Watson. And the shot goes in for Money.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Vasquez with it. Now Payton defending. Now the dish to Watson. Here's Vasquez. Sweet little floater. Vasquez has got 5 now.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Okay, guys, on defense, no inside looks. Nothing. That means 1 foot in the paint, helping on all drives and contesting everything at the rim. Now let's do it.
And Toronto making a change here. DeRozan's checked in.
This is how the Raptors stack up over the last 10 games. First in fewest turnovers per game. Sixth in steals. And they're a top 10 team in three-point shooting.
And what's most impressive out of all those numbers, Clark, is the few turnovers that they commit. Because now all of a sudden you're executing, you're putting a lot of pressure on the defense because they know they're not going to force a lot of steals and get out in transition to find easy points.
No good from Money.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Feeds to Watson. Johnson with a screen on Harris. Watson with it. Now defended by Money. Here's DeRozan. 6 to shoot. And there are the Raptors with another bucket. Magic leading by 20. Here's Money. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. No good from Fry.
So hard not to go for it when you see a chance for an alley-oop like there was there.
I know he wishes he hadn't.
Here's Valanciunas. No good. Great D that time from Payton. Here's Money. He's covered by Watson. Kicks it to Fournier. Drops in the tray. Fournier's got 5 points in the quarter.
A little confusion defensively.
Yeah, you know what? He sent the D a little message with that three.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson with a screen on Payton. Dishes it to Johnson. He feeds it to DeRozan. Vasquez kicks to Johnson. 6 to shoot. That's good from Vasquez on the assist by Watson. Watson's got assist number 5 here tonight. Here's Money. Got it up. No good on that last second attempt there. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Magic out in front, just dominating this one. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Orlando leading by 21. Mo Harkless and Tobias Harris the forwards. Money out there with Victor Oladipo. And it's Fry in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Orlando. Chandler comes with the double team. Money passes to Harkless. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got 3 rebounds now in this one. To the left wing. Fires for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple. For 3. Here's Money. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Harris misses. Raptors trail by 18. Chandler goes in. Outside Lowry. Out to Chandler. This one for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, they haven't gotten much production from him, but they remain in the lead.
And Orlando making a change here.
Mo Harkless.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. The drive by Lowry. Johnson dishes to Lowry. And here they come. Here's Money. Oh, man, what a play. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
At the line, shooting one.
That free throw, good for Money. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Poke loose, and so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Lowry kicks to Patterson. Unloads. And Lowry gets it to go. Lowry's got 23 points.
Guys, you know, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
Here's Money. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
At the line, shooting 2.
He's off on the first. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. The wide open look here for DeRozan. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Money. Lowry covering. Here's Money. And it's thrown down hard with both hands. Well, guys, for a point guard, he can punch it.
Yes, sir. I mean, that would have been unheard of about a decade and a half ago, Kevin, seeing a guy bounce like that at his side.
Good point.
Times have changed, though, guys. We got guards all over the league who can play way above the rim.
That's a jump ball.
Orlando with the ball. The Magic leading by 22. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Good work defensively by Lowry. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. He dishes it to Chandler. Lowry passes to Chandler. Toronto working the ball around now. There's the pass to DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. Another miss by DeRozan.
Well, he did have a three-pointer in the first half, but so far here in the second, he's come up empty.
And the basket by Gordon.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. I mean, their offense in the paint has not been up to par.
The shot by Lowry, no good. The Magic have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Money. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it in right over Patterson. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary for him.
You know it. Climb the ladder, man.
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
The Magic have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Pass to Harkless. Gordon against Johnson. Gordon dishes to Harkless. He kicks to Fredette. Buries the long-range jumper.
Everything's falling now, and this lead continues to increase.
Yeah, it's just way too hard to keep up with a scoring pace like this. I mean, and that's why the defense is having a tough time.
Hill, he's checked in for the Magic. Money comes in for Victor Oladipo. Fast break. Here come the Magic.
How's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway. Self-service.
The most magnificent alley-oop he could have chosen.
And he pulled it off, too. Remarkable.
For Toronto, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Lowry kicks to Johnson. Lowry setting the pick for Johnson. Back to Lowry. They need this. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. 29 points for Kyle Lowry.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
And another hit. Shot made once more for Money.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Toronto's gone 4 of 7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this thing around. He's got to take charge. He's got to be aggressive and really look to push here offensively.
Here's Money. Not really his range, and it's off target. For Toronto, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Chandler outside. Outside Lowry. And Lowry gets double teamed. Here's Johnson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
So for the Magic, Maurice Harkless is checked in for Solomon Hill. And it's Oladipo in for Fredette. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Toronto. Here's Money. Toronto grabs the miss. Lowry's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Rosen dishes to Valanciunas. That free throw, no good. That one is no good. Magic leading by 22. Here's Oladipo, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
Lowry a screen on Oladipo. It's DeRozan with the drive.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Money. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Raptors shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. It's DeRozan with the drive. An easy layup after coming off the pick. DeRozan's got 27 points.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Here's Money and a big-time jam right there.
Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
Old school stuff there.
Yeah, there was a lot to like on that play.
Lowry with the ball. Pass to Valanciunas. That's good.
Love the interior passing. He knew exactly where to go with that ball.
Magic leading by 20. Here's Money. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
At the line, shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good for Money. Toronto's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. The drive by Lowry. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Magic shooting so well, 63%, the offense working as one cohesive unit. Money passes to Harkless. Good on the triple. Harkless has got 6 here in this quarter. And here's Lowry. Johnson sets the screen for Lowry. DeRozan. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Nice numbers from Gordon. He has 9 rebounds, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Well, that's obviously not a big number, but you know, he's been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
And that one misses. The Raptors shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Now here is Lowry. The offensive rebound. Here's Money. Inside. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. The shot misses. Good D by Johnson. Now Lowry. And Harkless pulls it down. Harkless has got rebound number 8 now on the night. down low. It's tipped. It's stolen by Johnson. Chandler outside. Here's Money. And there's a minute 45 left in the game. That's tipped out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Stop settling for threes.
.141 left in the fourth quarter. Now here is Fredette. Terry covering. There's the bucket. Good.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached garbage time.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for the Magic.
And the layup's good off the glass.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
Lowry kicks to Vasquez. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Grievous Vasquez.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, Money.